Hi everybody. So hopefully everyone has watched my video for today, Tuesday, March 17th. I talked all about the mapping essay materials, also transitioning into online formatting, and other things like the quotation sandwich. And I'm taking a look at our syllabus now. And I'm recording a bit ahead of time for our Thursday class. So for our Thursday class, what we'll be doing is making sure everyone hands in the annotated bibliography by midnight on Blackboard. And I know there's a couple people that asked for extensions, and I said that's fine considering the circumstances. So if you need an extension, please do let me know by Thursday, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I think the library will hopefully be offering computer lab space on Thursday. I'm not sure, but once I know that for sure, I will let you all know as soon as possible, because I know there's a few of you that probably don't have access at home. I'm doing what I can to hopefully either get laptops to people that don't have them, or at least find a place where you can go to get internet access. So as soon as I find out more about that, I'll let you know as soon as possible. But for those of you that have access at home, I thought I would go ahead and record this video a little bit early. So for Thursday, March 19th, we'll be doing a shorter video for Thursday. So we'll be doing the Pathos workshop and an online activity. So I'll talk a bit about that today. And we'll be doing an online writing lab, and that'll be the 4th writing lab. So make sure to get that done. The 4th writing lab will be due on next Tuesday by the time class would be or at least, have it by next Tuesday at the latest. It's only going to be, this little online writing activity. It's kind of fun, so hopefully everyone enjoys it. And do let me know if you enjoy it, because if you do, I'll include it next time for my next Comp 2 course. Feedback is always helpful. And like I said, please make sure to hand in the annotated bib by midnight on Blackboard, and be sure to write down these chapters that you should be reading independently. So be sure to review the chapter on MLA style and developing paragraphs, and be working on those things. Other things that you might want to start working on in case you're done with the annotated bibliography is the mapping essay. And next Tuesday, we'll be spending time on mapping and drafting the paper, so I'm sure I'll be talking about that next Tuesday as well. And then shortly after that, on March 31st, is when presentations are due right before spring break. So if you have questions about that, you can always schedule an appointment with me, even over the weekend. Evenings and weekends tend to be a little bit better for me in terms of talking with someone online through Skype or Zoom. So right now I have my quote-unquote online office hours set up for every day for 5 through 7 p.m. And there might be some days that I can't make it in the evening, and if that's the case, I'll let you know. But I tend to be a bit of a night owl, so if you ever want to talk with me over Zoom or Skype, evening tends to be better for me, and a little bit better in terms of flexibility and free time. Because usually during the day I am working for NetTutor or, for JCC and doing things like this. Alright, so let's get this show on the road. But like I said, please continue working on this reading that I have pointed out. Okay, here's our lovely Blackboard page. Please keep in mind that everything I am recording on our YouTube channel and posting on our YouTube channel will be present on our Blackboard page, and all of the YouTube videos that I'm posting and uploading will be listed under videos on our Blackboard page. And here's our first video here, 317. Sometimes it does take a while for the videos to upload, which I honestly do not know. Now I honestly know how YouTubers and bloggers and journalists feel about waiting for videos to upload. The last video I uploaded took probably about 3 hours to upload. So I will try to aim for shorter videos, even if it means breaking a video in half. I might just start doing that. But here's the video for 317, or for today in other words. That covers all of our class materials. So, the online writing lab. So since we're obviously not in class, we're going to be doing online writing labs from now on, and the online writing labs tab is actually set up as a blog feature on Blackboard, and I really wanted to try that out. But as it's located under discussion boards, here's our writing lab. And it's going to be the Pathos workshop activity. That's what we're doing today, is our Pathos workshop. And if you, once you're done viewing this video, you can go into the writing lab. And then what you're going to do in order to do this writing lab is to create blog entry. So you're going to enter your title, and then you can enter your writing lab directly in here. You can also include it in a Word document, or just copy paste from a Word document. I would highly recommend, instead of doing like just attaching the document, I would just copy and paste whatever's in your document into the box, because I think we might as well fully take advantage of the technology we have at hand. In the blog formatting actually looks really cool. And then I think it's a great mini project to us to kind of have, and this writing lab will hopefully be fun. It's about music, so anyway, let's roll into that, because I want to try and keep this video a little bit shorter than the last one for sure. So here's our PowerPoint. Today we'll be covering a mini lesson on Pathos, and the writing lab will be about your favorite song. Okay, so here is Pathos defined. In ancient Greece, pathos is the Greek word for both suffering and experience. The words empathy and empathetic are derived from pathos. So as you can see, the empathy part there is basically what the word was derived from, hence the term pathos. Pathos, or the emotional appeal, means to persuade an audience by appealing to their emotions. Compositionists use pathos to invoke sympathy from an audience, to make the audience feel. A common use of pathos would be to draw pity from an audience, or inspire anger from an audience. Emotion usually prompts action, or it is beyond words how it might make you feel. Okay. So in terms of values, it appeals to what the audience cares about, traditions that they hold dear, what is important in life, belief, truth, and norms, and it influences, most importantly, the emotions. It invokes imagery, visions, visuals, feelings, meaning beyond words, memories, that kind of thing. So, pathos defined continued. When writers try to persuade readers by designing their arguments to elicit emotional responses from the readers, they are using a mode of persuasion, a rhetorical tactic called pathos. Writers use pathos to evoke sympathy or other emotions from readers and optimally to make readers feel what they want them to feel. When writers design arguments to draw pity from writers or to inspire anger, they are employing pathos or making an emotional appeal to their readers. When writers try to persuade readers by designing their arguments to elicit emotional responses from the readers, they are using a mode of persuasion, a rhetorical tactic called pathos. So, how to identify pathos? The writer uses an emotionally charged diction. The writer uses imagery. The writer uses a charged tone. The writer uses emotional evoking examples and stories of emotionally charged events. The writer relies on the value of implied meanings to help convince you. Remember, a writer who tries to convince you by manipulating your emotional responses is hoping that your emotional reactions will help persuade you to do what he or she wants. So, how does this connect to music? Songs and music use all sorts of emotional appeal to make us feel love, hatred, sadness, anger, or other sorts of emotion. Goodness, I need to fix that typo, but I will fix it before uploading it to Blackboard. A favorite song might even remind us of a nostalgic memory or invoke images, feelings, or memories. Even musical devices like lyrics, tone, rhythm, or mood can influence how a song makes us feel. So consider a favorite song of yours. How does it make you feel? Is it the lyrics or the rhythm you enjoy the most? What does it remind you of? Does it invoke any memories? Make connections to the pathos appeal. How does the song appeal to you emotionally? Remember, the intention of a pathetic appeal is to emote. The appeal is to make the audience feel. Let's go a little further. So what does this have to do with composition? In the use of pathos, the speaker needs to relate to something that the audience already believes. The speaker should appeal to the values of the audience. The speaker should use words and images to evoke emotion and cause the audience to feel and to have passion. When the speaker uses pathetic device, it's called anchoring the audience. To do this, speakers use anchors. Anchors can be imagery, stylistic choices, or appeals to beliefs, values, attitudes, behaviors, traditions, and group norms. Okay, and here's our writing lab activity. So if you're wondering what this activity is based on and where you can find it, this PowerPoint will shortly be uploaded to Blackboard after I upload this video and also fix the typos within this PowerPoint. And it will be found on lessons on Blackboard. Everything that I'm going through in these videos can, of course, be found on Blackboard. So this writing lab can be completed on Blackboard under the Writing Lab tab, which I pretty much just showed you before going into this PowerPoint. So the activity will be picking a favorite song of yours and write about 500 words. And I think that's like probably a page single-spaced and probably about 2 pages double-spaced. Discuss how the song makes you feel. What sorts of emotions does it invoke? Also consider the lyrics, rhythm, and mood. How do these elements use pathetic appeal? Feel free to do a bit of independent research about how these musical elements can influence a song's listener. Be sure to save this writing lab in a Word doc or Google Drive doc to include within your portfolio. And lastly, be sure to include a YouTube link to the song. That would be helpful to include within your writing lab document so we can all go in and listen to the song before reading your post. And for extra credit, if you want, you're welcome to respond to someone else's post. And I would consider extra credit on that. I don't know, at least a point or two of extra credit. I feel like that would be worth. Alright, and that's it. So once I fix these typos, I will be uploading this video to Blackboard. And if you need a refresher on what is due over the weekend, I have updated the syllabus, and that can be found on Blackboard under the syllabus tab, as always. Alright, thank you all. Have a good night, and please stay safe. And we will hopefully get through all of this soon.